Hello, welcome to the Peak District, the glorious Peak District. We're just heading out to the village of Edale on a bit of a mission. Seems to be a little bit of a fashion on YouTube for gates at the minute. Let's show a gate lock. Cool. The plan is to head up onto the gorgeous Kinder Plateau tonight, find somewhere to camp, and then tomorrow to walk the full circumference, the full perimeter of Kinder Plateau. It's about 19 miles Edale to Edale, so it's not a particularly massive route, but just thought it'd be nice to split it into a sort of two-dayer. It's currently about 3 o'clock on Friday afternoon. We're going to aim for somewhere around probably Crookston Knoll to camp tonight, and continue around in an anti-clockwise direction to do the rest of Kinder tomorrow. Weather's very good at the minute, as you can see, hopefully. Lovely blue skies, although quite cloudy. We've got some fairly strong winds forecast for later on, probably coming in from the west. So we're going to be camped down there, and hopefully fairly sheltered, because I wouldn't want any more tent malfunctions. And anybody who've watched my previous video from the Lake District will know about my tent malfunctions. So it's going to be a good one, hopefully. Forecast is good for today and for tomorrow, so crossing fingers that stays as it is, and we should have a good walk. I'm not on my own. I've got my long suffering friend Dave with me, looking cool in the shades. Yeah, hopefully we're in for a bit of an adventure. I've never been over the northern edge before of the plateau, so that's going to be a first. In fact, we're heading up Ringing Roger now, or heading up to Ringing Roger, in which case we should be going this way. Hello sheep. And I don't think I've ever been further east than Ringing Roger itself, so it's all going to be new, certainly until we get back around to the downfall tomorrow afternoon. So exciting stuff. Right, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Bye bye. Right, almost at top of Ringing Roger, and just pause for a second, because the footpath that you see in front of you, I believe it was at that little, where it sort of disappears over the end of the ridge, where I was standing quite some years ago now. And I've got a photograph, which I think I might be right in saying is still my Twitter profile picture. And one of my first interactions with Audioboo's very own Dean Reed and YouTube's very own Dean Reed, I'll put a link to his channel at the bottom of my screen, spotted my Twitter profile picture, and all you can see is me standing on that path with the houses and village below, in sort of winter, early winter. I think there's a bit of snow on the ground. And Dean tweeted me and said, "Is your picture taken from the path on the way up to Ringing Roger?" How he spotted it from that, I don't know. He is definitely an encyclopedia of all things peak. So I'll try and sort of replicate that picture right now with a catalogue pose. Don't know why I'm looking that way and pointing that way, but so there you go. One for Dean Reed. So we're at Crookston Knoll, or just below. Crookston Knoll is up there, and we're just on a little ledge just below. There's some absolutely gorgeous views. So a bit of a run around. We've got Win Hill straight in front of you, and then we come across the valley. You've got Hope down in the bottom of the valley there, and you got Lewes Hill, looking along the Great Ridge. Try and Minimise the wind. Looking along the Great Ridge to Plateau, Hollins Cross, and then Mamtor in the distance, and around the corner we got Lord's Seat. But it is a truly stunning evening. We're just debating whether to actually pitch camp here tonight or not. It's currently 6:15, so it's a little bit early, but we need to go and get some water. So that would kill a little bit of time, but there is a temptation just to carry on ploughing along the northern edge of the ridge, the northern edge of the plateau, sorry. The trouble is, never having been over this way, I don't really know of any sort of possible spots to camp. So I'm thinking maybe we just err on the side of caution, go on a water hunt and then come back here and hope that nobody else has nabbed this spot, because yeah, it's a pretty amazing place. Pretty amazing. And it looks like we've got fairly decent weather. Looking at Met Office, nothing bad is forecast for the whole night. We've got a bit of a breeze blowing at the minute, but it's nothing to worry about. So I'm just wondering over there, is that must be Stanage Edge. I'll try and do that. Along, where's the res? Along here perhaps? I can't really see on this teeny weeny screen. There's an edge going along there. I think that's Stanage Edge. My geography's rubbish. I could get the map out and have a proper look, but that wouldn't fit with my protocol, would it really? Right, anyway, I think we'll go on a water hunt and we'll speak to you in a bit. Hello. Try and see from the wind a bit. I'm still hand holding this. I left my walking pole behind in Dean's car. Well, we were earlier on at Crookston Knoll, and we dropped down to the little ridge just below, and it was quite a nice little spot. It was well secluded, and yeah, it looked like a great place to spend the night. But we were a bit early and we needed to kill some time, as I said, so I thought we'd go off and get some water. And we walked along. I think we've ended up at Jagger's Clough. I didn't really pay much attention. We just walked along until we found a brook. I'm pretty sure it's Jagger's Clough. Although actually looking now, I don't think it actually was. But hey, it doesn't matter. But we came across this little spot here, which is pretty bloody gorgeous. So we're in a natural dip. We've got a bit of a bowl, and I'm hoping that we're pretty much sheltered from the winds. It's really nice. It's a good little spot. I don't think there's going to be much in the way of wind tonight, but it was a good little find. The sheep seem to like it. I've had to clear about 7 tons of sheep out my tent, like. Yeah, you can't have everything, can you? So yeah, I'll show you the view. There we go. Now, I'm totally nonplussed at what they are on the other side, because I have walked over there, but I cannot remember. I think it could be Kerber, perhaps, although I will stand corrected, although that could be Kerber. Do you know what? I just cannot remember. So yeah, that's Lady Bower just over the tree line there. We're in Hill. I think I've done this before, but Lewes Hill, Plateau, Hollins Cross, and Mamtor, with Lord's Seat just peeping out from beyond. Yeah, pretty gorgeous night, as you can see. So I'm hoping that this fine weather stays and I might finally get a wild camping sunrise in the morning. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Pretty lush. But what's absolutely more amazing is the fact that I've managed to pitch my tent properly. I don't know how, but it's up and it's rigid and it's doesn't seem to be buckling in the wind. I know the wind is not massive at the minute, but it's doing the job. I really don't know what I've done, but it's solid. It's yeah, perfect. I'm well chuffed. Just got a bit of food cooking. Ooh, this is a nifty piece of kit. So Dave, I've never seen one before. My mate Dave, say hello Dave, lovely Steve, has got a Zephyros 2, and I tell you what, it's lush. I'm really tempted. Not just yet, but I really like it. The only reason I didn't want the Zephyros 1 in the first place was because I thought it might be a bit too small, but this thing is lush. I really love it. Not too much bigger, it's quite a lot wider as you can probably tell. But yeah, I think the only issue that Dave said he's had is the fact that the end poles are, these things here, are kind of part of the tent, which makes things a bit awkward for packing. But I'm really impressed by it. I like it, really do. So yes, and there's mine, solid, straight at the back. Yeah, happy as Larry, all good, pegged out nicely. Oh, look at this, show you the damage to my door, look. So I did have two little elastic loops that came here from the factory. And they're next to useless because if you peg them, the door was just boingy boinging. So I've cut them off and replaced them with some bits of Dyneema. But look at the damage that rock did the other night. It's worn right through. So I'm going to have to do a bit of a repair job on there. But it's really down low, so anything that leaks through it is just going to run down this seam and onto the floor. It's not going to affect me at all, I don't think. So yeah, happy days, happy days. So, set up for the night. I'll speak to you all later. Look at that for a view. Stunning, utterly gorgeous. Good morning. Survived the night. Oop, we survived the night. And we survived it relatively unscathed. Thanks to our sheltered spot. Note, no trace was left. We've just watched a belting sunset come up over there, where the crepuscular rays are now coming through the cloud. I love that word, crepuscular. But yeah, so you can see it's quite a sort of heavy sky this morning, but it's fairly warm. Not a lot of wind down here, but I think there might be a bit up on the top there where we're going. So we're going to head off now and see how far we get. I think we should probably nail this today. If not, I'm not averse to another night, especially if it's one like last night. So I'll speak to you in a bit. So that's what we're walking into. Looking down this valley now, the A57 right down the bottom, which you might just be able to make out. There's a little barn down there, that's Blackton Barn, and the outcrop on your left is called the Wicken. This is all new to me. I've not been around here before, so I'm only going off the map because visibility, as you can see, isn't great. Wind's quite strong now. No rain, just the moisture from the clag. But these slopes are really impressive. I know it's pretty hard to make out with the cloud, but it's hellish steep. So we're going around the corner of this promontory, which is just a shadow in front of us, and then we'll be on to Seal Edge. I'm really liking this part of Kinder. I'll have to come back on a clear day. Fairbrook Naze. Not far to go now, he said, confidently. Sunlight down there. No sunlight up there. Well, it's the first time on the northern edge of Kinder, and I'm blown away. This is gorgeous. I'm trying to shield you from the wind as much as I can. Wind's gusting quite hard. Well, it's not even gusting, it's just a constant, probably 25-30 mile an hour, I'd guess. That's our route from this morning, right along, I believe that's Seal Edge. And now we're here at Fairbrook Naze. This is just gorgeous. Well worth a visit, and we've only seen one other person all morning. We've been walking since about 7:15. We saw one bloke with his dog. We had the place to ourselves, which is even better. Love this place. So we're now at the very corner of the Kinder Plateau, about to switch back and head west. Sorry, head down the western flank towards Kinder Downfall and then eventually Edale. So we're looking out over Manchester. God, it's a big place. It's a big place. The wind is just constant now. It hasn't let up at all. If anything, it's getting harder. There's no, well, little bits of very light rain coming in, but so far we managed to stay dry. But even on a day like this, that's a cracking view. It's lovely. Right, next stop, Kinder Downfall. Right. Kinder Res. Pretty much in Sandy Haze. Just down there, Mermaid Pool. From there, you see some letters on the rock. GK. That's the initials of a man called George King. And the cross signifies that it's a meeting point. George King is a founder of something called the Ethereum Society. And they believe that at some day next year, 2015, we're all going to be evacuated to a new world by aliens. And that's the same aliens that put us here. So, Google is your friend, people. Find out what that date is. And if you want to be picked up by spacemen, come and meet here. I'll tell you what, I'm coming wild camping that night because I reckon it'll be a right laugh. I've got to go because I'm getting blown away. Okay, I hope you can hear me. Kinder Downfall, famously blowing backwards. There's not a drop of water. Oh, there is. There's a few little dribbles going down. But most of it's just going straight back up where it came from. When the weather's calm, it flows down there into the res. Got Mermaid's Pool in the foreground there. But in winter, that freezes like a curtain of ice. And it's good for watching the guys doing ice climbing. By guys, I mean loonies. Right, I need to go. Bye. Right. You can hear me. We're at Kinder Low. Almost there. When that trig point was put in, apparently the ground level totally eroded away in the last 40 years or 50 years. Look at the landscape. heading back to Weedale. Bridge thing, yeah. Farm, ice cream, not today though. After being buffeted around for about 2 hours, we were undecided as to whether to take the shorter route back. I left here to go through the roads, and I don't want to do that. Whether to take the shorter route back via Jacob's Ladder to Weedale, or to complete the full circuit and go up to Ringing Roger and drop off that way. But the decision was made when I forgot to turn left at Edale Rocks and ended up coming down Jacob's Ladder anyway. So that's it. We've done it. Well, yeah, we have. We've still got Edale to Weedale all the way around. I think it's going to work out about 18.5 miles, something like that. And it's been a damn good walk. I'm well impressed with that northern edge. I really am. I definitely want to explore that a bit more. I just didn't really know that that was there, to be honest. So happy days. Happy days. So that's it for this one. Thanks so much for watching if you have done. I'm feeling really happy. You know what would make me happier though? If you press the like button. Catch you later guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.